Shalom. I'm also Rahan of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge out of Chicago on the South Side, repping these 12 lost tribes. You know why? Because nobody knows my identity. Now, today's topic is about who's your neighbor and who is your enemy. Like I said, the Most High had enemies too, and we got enemies as well. People say in the Christian church, talking about how like the white, we should love the white man, forgiving them about how he did some lynchings and murders and killing, raping our babies, raping our women. I'll tell you this, the Most High ain't down with that. The Most High, he's avenging power. Scriptures say the Lord is a man of war. The Lord ain't always about peace. I'll tell you this, I'm going to tell you to prove to you that the Lord said to hate the so-called white man. And the name is talking about your brother. I ain't talking about so-called white man. I ain't talking about Chinese, Japanese, the Arabs. It's talking about your brother. You got never talk about saying that love the white man, hate your own brother. I'm telling you this, Christ said love your brothers. And Christ hated the so-called white man. I'm going to prove to you this through the scriptures. Go Matthew chapter 5, verse 44. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which spitefully use you and persecute you. Now, this scripture right here, that's what the Christian church, Martin Luther King, T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, talking about how we should use the scripture, love the so-called white man, but I ain't talking about that. Christ taught from the Old Testament. I'll prove to you this through Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt anywise rebuke thy neighbor. Now, the Lord is talking about who is your neighbor. Now, as we go down the scriptures, we're going to break it down who your neighbor really is. Start over. Thou shalt not hate thy brother. See right here? It says, thou shalt not hate thy brother. The so-called white man ain't your brother. No the Chinese, no the Japanese. The brother's talking about the blacks and the Hispanics and the American Indians. Those 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. This is the law. This is a law that black and Hispanic do not follow. Reason why, like blacks are killing each other. How we kill each other by tens of thousands. Most High ain't with that. Most High wants you loving the so-called white man. Why you want to love a nation that want to rape and murder you? Go on. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt anywise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Not suffer sin upon him means you ain't going to sin against your brother. You ain't going to sleep with his woman. You ain't going to rape your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. Who's the children of thy people? They ain't so-called white man. Ain't the Chinese. Ain't the Japanese. Ain't the Polynesians. Who you think is the children of your people? Children that got on cargo slave ships. The so white one wasn't trying to slave ship with you. Nor the Japanese. They wasn't down with you. Only people that were slave with you was the blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. And those 12 tribes in Israel. That's who your neighbor is. That's who your brothers are. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. See right here, Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17, it breaks down who your neighbor is. Now, why the Christian church talking about how the neighbor is so-called white man? Now, go back to Matthew, the 5th chapter, and the 44th verse. Break it down to you. Scriptures say precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. People think Christian church talking about, they get one scripture out and they scatter flock. Matthew chapter 5, verse 44. But I say unto you, now, this is the Matthew 5th chapter, 41st verse. Red letters. This is Christ talking. This is the man who was perfect, who followed every law and did not break down one of them. But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. Now, you might think the so-called white man, but it ain't. It's talking about the black, Hispanic, and American Indians. I was saying Chicago's #1 on black crimes. All over, scattered across the earth, you see blacks and Hispanics killing each other. Those who your enemies are. How we go up against camp? Most people that come against us is the blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. White men don't care about me telling them that he's the devil. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you. What it means to curse somebody? It means you wish death upon somebody. That's why death goes on in the black Hispanic communities, in the ghettos, and burials, and the reservations. That you may be children, Slack. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. Now, this right here is talking about black, Hispanic, American Indians. I ain't talking about so-called white men. You know what I'm saying? Now, break it down to you. What it means to love them brothers, it's talking about keep the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. What are these laws? How? Not commit adultery, not to murder your brother, not sell drugs to one another. That's loving your enemies. Muslims, they hate their enemies, which is their brothers. Now, we go to 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. Now, if a man says, I love the Most High, hate his brother, he is a liar. That's basically what the Christian church basically do, the Christian church. They're talking about saying they love God, but they don't care about blacks and Hispanics. Go over this again. If a man say, I love God and hate his brother, he is a liar. What it means to hate your brother? Meaning that you sleep with his woman, sell drugs to him, committing adultery, molesting his child. That's hating your brother. And he is a liar. I mean, you don't love your Most High. To love the Most High, it means that you're supposed to love your brother. We'll go over that later on. For he love is not his brother. So if a man say, I love the Most High, hate his brother, he is a liar. For he that love not his brother, whom he is seen, how can he love God, whom he has not seen? What it's talking about. You're talking about how you love the Most High, you go to church every Sunday, you pay your tithes to your pastor, but at the same time, you hate your own brother. You got a nerve to love so-called white man that murder you and rape you, that slave you 400 years, but you can't love your brother from down the street? Come on, man. The Most High ain't down with that. The Most High, he's down with you following laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. It means to love your brother. And this is the commandment we have from him, that he who loves God, love his brother also. Now, who you know that love his brothers? That's the men and women of the I.S.U.P.K. The men that follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. How we got brothers and sisters all over the scared because we're paying their tithes. We got strong young men prophesying against the so-called white man, teaching young black men how to love their brothers, how to stop black on black crimes. Martin Luther King teach that. T. Jason teach that. Now, we go to John chapter 13, verse 34. Alright. St. John chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you. Now, Christ said he ain't come to destroy the law, but he comes to fulfill. You know what I'm saying? Now, you might think that Christ break down the law, tell you to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, but Christ said he ain't come not to destroy, but to fulfill the law. A new commandment I give unto you. Now, why I say a new commandment? Christ didn't add no laws. He just extended the restrictions of the laws. How that commit adultery, you're not supposed to look at your brother's woman. Now, this new commandment is talking about how it was brought back up, meaning that nobody paid attention to this. How new commandments we teach to our people was Leviticus 19, 17 verse. How we're talking about who's your neighbor, and who's your enemy. that you love one another as I have loved you. Now, Christ told us to love one another. How blacks supposed to love black man, how black was loving the American Indian man, how we supposed to love Hispanics. Now this right here, we have to stop black on black crimes. A new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. Now Christ, he laid down his life for his nation. You know what I'm saying? As he laid down life for his nation, we should lay down our lives for one another. Because Christ loved us the same way, and we should love him. That's how we're supposed to honor him. Martin Luther King did not honor Christ. Nor the T.D. Jakes, nor the Creflo Dollar. They don't honor Christ. Only men that honor Christ is men, the I.S.U.P.K. We love the children of Israel as Christ loved the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? A new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if you love one to another. Now, this right here, to cut Christian church. Christian church do not follow Christ, because Christian church, they hate the so-called black man. They hate the so-called Hispanic man, the American Indian man. You know what I'm saying? They don't love their brothers, man. They love the so-called white man. They love their oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Now, go into it with Luke chapter 6. Verse 31. Luke chapter 6, verse 31. And as ye would, as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them. Now, you might think it's talking about revenge. It's not talking about revenge. It's talking, Christ explained to you how you don't want nobody sleeping with your brother, sleeping with your wife, sleeping with your rib, raping your child, selling drugs to you. Supposed to feel the same respect to them. That's how I was just talking about love thy brother as thyself. You know what I'm saying? Go to it again. And as ye would that men shall do to you, do ye also to them likewise. It's point blank period. You know what I'm saying? Talking about love your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Do ye to them as they do unto you. It's talking about how you don't want these brothers sleeping with your woman, selling drugs to your son. You know what I'm saying? Show them the same respect. This is talking about love thy brother as thyself. You know what I'm saying? Now, go to Matthew. The last scripture is Matthew chapter 18, verse 21. Then Peter came to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Now Peter, this was a man that followed Christ. He asked him, how often shall I forgive my brother? Because you know how black Spanish do, you know what I'm saying? Offenses will come. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, like a brother might sin against you, something like that. But you're supposed to forgive your brother. You know what I'm saying? Because as you sin against the Most High, you know what I'm saying? You want him to forgive you, you should forgive your brother. The same way. And Christ said unto him, I said not unto these 7 times, but until 70 times 70. What it's talking about? It means always forgive your brother. Never stop forgiving your brother. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High never stopped forgiving you. You know what I'm saying? Ever since Adam, the Lord forgave us. You know what I'm saying? I'm Officer Ryan. They're not SKYPE, break down to see who is your neighbor and who is your enemy. Shalom.